My brothers and sisters, you are now watching TheGamer2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
Anyways, it's about that time to get your Kool-Aid, your fried chicken, your baked chicken, because I'm actually trying to stop eating fried chicken. It's just you can't eat it that much and expect to be healthy. So a brother is actually trying to eat healthy in this sucker. Keyword, I said trying. Okay, but so yeah, man, you guys have been asking for this for a while. So this is going to, I don't know the next time I'll do a vid. I don't know the next time I'll do another vid like this. So this will be your chance. Okay, brothers, sisters. Okay, this will be your chance to get to know a brother more on a personal level. Anyways, here will be my Q&A video that people were asking me to do for quite some time. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I got some water and I got some crackers because I might get hungry during this sucker. Okay, well, let's hop straight into this sucker Q&As with the brother. Alright, so here we go. Q&As with the brother. Starting off, and I got this question a lot. My brother, how old are you? I am 31 years old. I know it looks like I'm young, but I'm 30. No. I actually feel old. Like, people say that, oh my gosh, you look like 16 or something like that. I don't know. It's like the more and more the years go by, I just feel old. Like, I'm only 22 years old, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because, I don't know. Like, every time I see like kids getting picked up, at the bus stops and them getting on the bus, and I just think back and I be like, yo, that used to be like, I just feel so old. But to answer your question, I'm 22 years old, about to be 23 in this sucker on November 13th. Okay, so if you wanted to buy me a birthday present, feel free. Okay, next question. My brother, how tall are you? And why do all of these questions start with my brother? But how tall are you? I'm like 5'11", 6 foot exactly. I don't really consider myself tall. I'm like average height, if you're a guy, but I'm like 5'11", 6 foot. Did you play high school basketball, and how good were you? Did I? Did I? Yeah, I when I was in high school, I played basketball a lot. Like, I started taking basketball seriously in 7th grade going into my junior year in high school. So I did play basketball in high school before I tried out for the team, and I pretty much made it, but I kind of got cut off the team. They're like, how did you make it but you got cut? Well, listen, you bastard. But no, like, I was one of those kids that, like, I love to play basketball, but I ain't like to practice. Like, it's like, practice? Talking about practice? Not the game, okay? Not the game that, that I sweat and die for. Coach, you talking about practice? So, like, the coach, he would like he would tell me that I need to come to practice more, and I'm like, it's practice. I'm like, really? And I just didn't like going to practice because you had to stay after school every day to practice. Practice? Allen Iverson, I love you. But so I did play basketball in high school, a lot, but I never really was officially on the team because I didn't like to practice. You talking about practice? I didn't like to practice, but was I good at it? Yeah, when I really took it seriously, I really felt like I was really good at basketball. My weakness though is like I would get nervous. Like if I would play in front of people or something like that, I would always get nervous about it. You know, but I don't know. I just would stop playing how I actually knew how to play. But when people when people actually knew how I played basketball, they was like, yo, pick up that kick, because I was that dude. But so I definitely, you know, had my weaknesses in basketball. I ain't like to practice and I, you know, got nervous, you know, in front of crowds. Next question, do you still play pickup basketball? I don't play basketball as much as I used to. Cause I'm kind of out of shape. Like I played basketball. Like the last time I played was like maybe 2 weeks ago. And man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm not. I mean, I'm still in, like, as far as when you look at me, it doesn't look like I'm out of shape. But man, every time I play basketball now, like I get tired so quickly. Like my stamina now is just. I can't I can't do it no more. And I also notice that every time I play basketball now, I get a headache afterwards. And I don't know if it's because I'm trying to go too hard and I'm not used to like actually playing like that no more, but I'm kind of out of shape, but I do still play and I'm still good. My main issue now is just I just get tired too quickly, so I need to get back in shape. Next question. I'm tired of talking already. Favorite video game of all time? No. I mean that game was amazing. But favorite video game of all time? How can you even answer that? Like there's been so many great games. Favorite video game of all time. Out of all the games I've played since I was a young buck, from the Sega Genesis up until now, my favorite video game of all time? Sucker, I don't know. I don't. There have been too many games. Like how out of all the games you play, you can just pick out one and say that was my favorite video. I can't. I can't. There's just too many. I can't. Like I could say this game, but then I'd be thinking about that. I can't answer your question. So sorry about that. What is one thing you don't like about yourself? Sucker, I could go down the list. You guys, if you don't know, I do stutter. I have a speech impediment. I kind of have some control over it, but man, like when I'm filming these videos, the things you guys don't see behind the scenes, I stutter, but it's not a severe stutter, but man, I stutter, so that's one thing I definitely don't like. And really, if you stutter, there's really no cure for stuttering, so I hate that I stutter. My skin gets too dry. Like if I don't put lotion on my skin, dude, I will look like a lizard, just like shedding skin. So my skin is too dry. I feel like I'm not as confident as I should be. I have sometimes, not even sometimes. I'm not hard to open up to, but it takes me a while to open up to you if I don't really know you like that. Like a lot of people, like if you see me in real life, but if you know like who I am, you be like, yo, bro, what's up, man? But if you don't know me, like people in the real world have no clue of how I actually am, because I'm hard to open up to. So I guess that, but I mean, I can make this entire video about the things I don't like about myself. So let's just move on, shall we? Yes, we shall. Has your my brother, has your hairline gotten better, my brother? Let me tell you something, okay? Because sometimes I just don't feel like going to the barber, because you go to the barber and then you have to sit down and wait for all these other suckers to get their haircut, and then so there be some times where I just don't go to the barbershop, and sometimes my hairline, it gets on Broken Hairlines HD status, or LeBron James or whatever, but I don't think my hairline is too bad right now. I don't think so. So, to answer your question, I believe it has. Favorite console of all time? Good question. Favorite console of all time? I would have to say the PS2. I think that not even just the PS2, that era was, I think, the best era of gaming. PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. So much fun. It was so much fun playing them systems, and I had all three. I had the PS2, the Xbox, and GameCube, so I was enjoying everything. Okay, I've always been a multi-platform gamer. Okay, but the PS2, just because of the library of great games it had. Then, later it introduced online, that was cool with SOCOM and stuff. Man, PS2, if I had to choose my favorite console of all time, I'd say the PS2. But the Xbox and the Xbox and GameCube are not too far behind, with that. Because I think just in general, that era was just amazing. But PS2 is probably my favorite console of all time. My brother, how often do you drink How often do you drink Kool-Aid? Listen, I know because I'm black, okay? And my intro says, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, and get whatever you may. I know because it says that I might you might get the impression, right, that I drink Kool-Aid all the time, but I really don't. To be completely honest, Scout's honor. Okay, because I did used to be a Boy Scout before, I think. But I haven't had a drink of Kool-Aid. Maybe in literally, as far as like true Kool-Aid, like what Kool-Aid really is supposed to be, I haven't had Kool-Aid like in over a year, really. Because if you drink Kool-Aid like that, like if you drink Kool-Aid like water or something like that, sucker, you're gonna have diabetes. You are gonna have diabetes. So Kool-Aid is one of those drinks that every now and again it's good to just be like, God dang, this is some good Kool-Aid. But if you drink it on the regular, sucker, you got diabetes. I'm sorry. So I really don't drink Kool-Aid that often. Next question. What inspired you to do YouTube? I was on YouTube like way in the early days of YouTube, like when it pretty much was like first starting out, and like I just used to, like when I wasn't at school, and I wasn't playing games, I would just like be in front of the computer and just watch vids about games and stuff like that, and people talking about games and stuff like that. And I've probably been subscribed to this guy for the longest, David DeFranco, that's what his name is now. But back in the day, his name used to be The Creative One, and I still watch his vids too today. So I started up watching him, and then later on I got introduced to Javen's game show, but he don't make vids no more. So I used to watch like dude Swoozy. See, I stutter. And I used to watch these guys, and I was like, and before I would just watch it and not really like think about like if I did stuff like that, but I just kept on watching these guys. I'm like, yo, it would be cool to make vids, So then in 2008, I think that's when I first got my I have it in the drawer right here. That's when I asked my sister, because it was coming towards Christmas time, I asked her to get me a PlayStation 3 iCamera. And that was my first camera, and I pretty much started my channel, just because I just got inspired, by watching other people on YouTube. I'm like, you know what, that would be cool, if I, because I always played games. So I was like, I should start talking about games and just, try to make my own channel about it. So that's why I did it, just me watching other YouTubers. What would you like to accomplish with your channel that you haven't done yet? I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to get bigger. You know, like if you're doing if you're doing YouTube, you do it to get bigger. You know, everyone wants their vids to be seen. You know, by others. You know, if that wasn't the case, then you want to upload videos. You know, so I mean, really. As of right now, you know, I'm definitely grateful, you know, for what I have on my channel right now. You know, I did the vid thanking you guys and stuff, you know, for all of the support. But really just to get my channel more bigger, you know, get more recognition. That's pretty much it, I guess. Favorite movie. That's just like asking like my favorite console of all time. Favorite movie. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, but just to name some movies that I do like, I Am Legend. I stutter. I Am Legend. King Kong. King Kong. I think it was the 2005 version. The Crazies. If you haven't seen that movie, see that. Training Day with Denzel Washington. King Kong, hey, gotcha. That I mean, 28 Days Later. There's just too many movies to name, but there's a lot. I don't have a favorite movie. There's just too many to name. Favorite rapper. It'd have to be between either Soulja Boy or Lil B. I just feel that the lyrics that they bring to the rap game is so underrated, but yet so needed at the same time. I like how I said that with it. I like how I said that with a straight face. No. Favorite rapper as of today. I don't have a favorite. I really don't, and I hate when you ask a question and I can't answer it. I don't really have a favorite rapper, but the rappers that I listen to, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I still listen to 50 Cent, the music that he sometimes puts out. I'd have to look at my iPod because every time I think about who I listen to, I can't remember who I listen to. But I listen to a lot of the rappers out there. Should I make this a part 2? This is already 16 minutes. I don't know how long should this video go on for. Part 2, yes or no? Let's do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This is yes, this is no. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother says to pick the very best one, and you are.